Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are out at Garden Grove Disc Golf Course. This is in Pleasant Garden, North Carolina. And let me get the camera over here so you can see the sign at the entrance. This is a little suburb outside of Greensboro, North Carolina, but you'll see the kind of sign here they have at the entrance to the course where you can have a nice layout. Showing all the different holes and trails that go through it, as well as all the hole distances and pars. Really nice course out here. Challenging course, and I'm going to go through it today with you. And I am doing a new bag challenge. Today I'm going to be throwing mint discs. Just picked these up from Yeat Street over in the Raleigh area. I believe it's Mooresville technically. But I'll show you what I'm going to throw today. I got a Longhorn in the Sublime Plastic. It's basically an 11-speed destroyer. I have the Phoenix. This is the Eternal Plastic, and this is like a Firebird. I then have a Jackalope, and I'm going to get this one dyed by Disc Dyes by Melissa. I'm going to have this one dyed and hopefully show it off in a future video. This is a nice flippy 9-speed, 8-speed driver. It's basically Essence from Discmania, basically the same flight. This is the James Proctor Votum from. This is Thought Space. They're all made by MVP. So I have this one Thought Space. I have two Thought Space discs in here as well, but it's all MVP plastic, non-gyro MVP plastic. So then I have the Salamander and that Eternal Plastic, and let's see, I also have the Grackle. This is your 7.5-1.2 kind of fairway driver. This is in the Apex plastic. I also have a Taco. This is your 5.502, that kind of stable mid-range. And I have the Thought Space Praxis. This is the soft, their soft premium plastic. Feels really good, and I can't wait to see how it flies. And the whole reason I'm doing the mint bag is I saw this disc on the shelf, and I said, I've got to throw this thing. I've got to, well, not throw it, but I got to putt with it. But it is the Pickle, and this is actually made by Prodigy. This is one of the mint discs that's made by Prodigy instead of MVP. And when I picked it up, I didn't even think about it until after I bought it, and I was already home looking at the back of it. It says Prodigy on the back. This is fractal plastic, basically. It's like a soft fractal. Feels really good. It's a nice shallow putter. Kind of like a Link from Discmania. But yeah, I want to show this course off. This is hole 1. It's a par 4, 503 feet. Very big right to left dog leg of a hole. So I'm going to take, as usual, by the way, this is straight out of the vehicle, no warm-ups. You know what, let's throw the Votum first. First throw the Votum, nice stable fairway driver. It's like 7.503, I believe. And this, basically what I want to do is I want to throw it at this second tree on the right, and then have it dump in hard right there, if I can get it there. And like I say, I have no warm-ups. I've got to stop doing this. But let's see what happens here. Nope, way inside. Okay, felt that in my legs. I definitely needed to stretch before I did this. I'm going to throw the Longhorn and just see what happens. Let's try a little bit different approach here. There it is. That's a better shot. All right, 2 off the first tee, right? I still didn't get it as far as it needed to. I needed probably about 50 more feet of straight distance before it cut in, but it's definitely not as bad as that first shot. First shot just came out way early. It just didn't feel good. First throw of the day, right? Sounds like they got some kind of machinery going on this back side of the course, so it might be kind of loud. I don't know, hopefully it doesn't come across the microphone. Kind of sounds like an air horn going off over there. Alrighty. Okay, so the Vodum was right here, way cut off. This I would have had to toss back up into the fairway because it's just completely cut off on that side. This Longhorn should, yeah, I see it. It's a little bit better off. It still came in a little early, but it's not bad. Alrighty. So as you can see, it cuts in deep and hard. That's why it's a par 4. It is reachable for a lot of people in one, but you got to have a perfect shot. Let's see, this goes there, I believe. Alright, so I'm gonna do something a little flippy here. I'm gonna throw the salamander on a forehand. I'm trying to work forehands more into my game, especially understable forehands. I want to kind of throw this kind of flat and hopefully get it to turn over. And I've never thrown any of these discs, by the way. They're brand new. Oh, that was nice. It was, if I had gotten past that middle tree, I think I'd have been near the basket. But there's a giant guardian tree there in the middle that I hit. You can see it there. That big wide, I think it's an oak tree. But I hit it almost dead center, just a little left, which kicked me over here. There it is. I was gonna say I should be close. It is a bit windy out here today, so I'm hoping that doesn't give me trouble, but all right, so I'm gonna throw the Praxis on the backhand, try to get it up there to the basket, get in the basket. Woo! That's a bigger skip than I expected with a soft disc. I did not expect that much flare on it. Alright, that's good to know for future shots. I was trying to throw it to land at the basket, which it did, but then it flared. Alright. Whatever that sound was just stopped. Hopefully it stays down because it was pretty loud. This will be my first putt with the pickle. Oh my gosh, that thing flared way back there. Nope. That sound is starting right back up. I wonder if they have to deal with that sound every for the people that live here. Like a plant that sounds like that every day. Get it. Drop. Oh. Man, that was dead center. It was just high. Felt good. Felt good. Unfortunately, we're taking a bogey to start, but when you blow it that far past the basket on your approach, it's kind of what happens. All right, so we're gonna move on. Just keep following the path behind the basket. Cut around here to hole 2. I really hope that sound is not coming through the audio. Oh, it sounds like a vacuum of this person's house, so yeah. They're probably just working on something in the garage. All right, hole 2, par 3, 311 feet. So this hole has 2 baskets on it. There's a shorter basket and a longer basket. It's a par 3 to the short, par 4 to the long. I'm gonna play the short today. The long one is a hanging basket, but I'm just gonna play shorts. I'm gonna throw the salamander on the backhand. The biggest thing here is to get it through this first gap. There's a very narrow gap right off the tee. If you can get it through those, you might finish fine. That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna try to throw a hyzer. Got it. Got it. Yep, good shot. That should be a par. I should be able to par this one. I do have a flex start here on Sunday, so I kind of wanted to get out here and play the course just to check it out. I haven't been out here in a few months, so I wanted to come and try it again. I do have some videos on the channel of playing tournaments out here, but I've never come out here and just done a walkthrough or a playthrough and kind of talked about every hole and, you know, went through them. Alrighty, so now I just got to get it through that gap. I needed to be a little bit more right, but I think this is fine. This won't be a problem. Take the practice again. Just throw it up that gap right there. Oh, James, you big dummy. Never mind, this will not be a par. That was an awful shot. I did it again. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Okay. Did not have hit 2 trees on hole 2 in my bingo card today. Oh my goodness. That was just really bad. Really bad form, technique on those shots. That was awful. I can still save bogey though. Oh, the pickle putter here can. Man, for a brief second I thought I made that putt. But as you can see, the hanging basket there in the back, that's the long basket. And I believe this is the only hole that has 2 baskets. I believe the rest of the course is 1 pad, 1 basket. God, 3 over through 2. That's a bad start. I do not want it to be like this on Sunday. And granted, I'm throwing brand new discs, you know, ones I don't know what they're gonna do, but it shouldn't matter what disc you're throwing when you're inside 100 feet. I just hit really bad lines on that one to catch those trees. Alrighty, so hole 3, 221 foot par 3. I almost got a lobster as well, but they only had it in glow plastic, and I'm not a big fan of glow plastic discs. That's just me. I just don't like clear discs like that. Alright, what am I gonna throw here? You know what? Let's throw the salamander again. Whew. There's a hole right there off that tee pad, side of that tee pad. Alright, this is just straight. It's another one you gotta hit the gap. Very tight off this tee. Just beat those last 2 trees there off the tee. Got it. That is a birdie putt. I'm liking that salamander. I'm liking that salamander. Alrighty, so you see how tight this gap is off the tee. We're walking right up this fairway. I mean, really, you just got to throw something straight. But just like in ball golf, that's like the hardest shot to throw. Hardest shot to hit, hardest shot to throw. Just a straight shot. I think I hit that tree. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm pin high. Just left, but pin high. All right. Let's see if we can hit a first birdie of the day here. gosh, that was perfect. It was just low. Apparently I can putt with the salamander too. Jeez. Still 3 over. That should have been an easy par, or a birdie, I mean. It was a real easy par. Should have been a birdie. I just left it low. But that is one of the, after buying the pickle, I did reach out to somebody and told them I picked it up and was going to use it. And they said one of the criticisms they heard about it was that it was like putting with a brick, that it has no glide. Which, if that's the case, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And I just need to adjust for it, because I kind of like that you know, whatever you put on it is what it's gonna, you know, where it's gonna go. You know, don't have to worry about it flying past the basket more than you intended. So if that is the case, I will get used to that. Let's see here. Hole 4, 266-foot par 3. This is a left to right. I'm going to throw the Phoenix on a forehand and get this arm warmed up a bit. All you gotta do is get it down the middle and then have it break in deep. Let's see here. That actually works out. That was a horrible shot. Don't emulate that. I'm gonna try the nope. I'm gonna try the longhorn on the forehand as well. Just see what happens. Much better. That's pured. In the basket. Oh, I think I hit the bottom of the cage. I think they hit the bottom of the cage on the jump. That longhorn was not nice. The Phoenix, I rushed the shot and just put way too much arm into it, not enough wrist flick. Which, if you put too much arm, it's gonna go left on you, which is exactly what happened. That longhorn's parked. It's right behind the basket. All right, but I'm gonna have to try to figure something out here. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take the Votum on the thumber line. Just a little easy toss. Right there. There we go. Now drop on the basket. I caught a limb, those phantom limbs, and it just fell straight down, but it's middle of the fairway. So that's gonna be fine. No problem at all with that shot. Right, nothing with the execution of it. I just caught those little phantom limbs up there, wispy limbs. I'm about to go 4 over through 5, unless I can somehow save this putt. Okay, 4 over through 5, but you can see the longhorn from here on camera, and that it is sitting 6 feet, 7 feet from the basket. That was just a perfect forehand. So it would have been a birdie had I gone with that shot first, is instead a bogey. That's the bird. This is the bogue. Four over through 4. Alrighty. Like I was saying at the beginning, this is a challenging course. It is not easy by any means. People do come out and shred it, but for an MA3 player, it is not shreddable. You know, you can score well on it. You can probably go even, maybe a little under par, but you know, we're not looking at 9, 10 under par for most MA3 players out here. Okay, hole 5, 335 foot par 3. I'm gonna throw the jackalope. And this one it's narrow off the tee pad, and then it opens up, and then it gets narrow again at the pad. It's not gonna flip. I threw way too much hyzer. Good kick. I got a good stop. That was way too much hyzer. Alrighty. I'm gonna try the longhorn again on the forehand. I want to see what it would have done here. It would have done pretty dang well. Big flare though. Huge flare at the end of that. But I got way deeper. So I am liking that longhorn on the forehand lines. The jackalope got a good distance on it. It just went way left. You know, it wasn't a bad shot as far as distance wise. It's just left. Okay. During the summer, this would have been awful. This would have been covered over in greenery. I don't really have much of anything here, unfortunately. I'm gonna try the taco on a forehand right there. Little turnover. That's perfect. That was nice. So one thing I'm learning with forehanding mid-ranges is you don't put anywhere near as much arm into it at all. It's mainly just a wrist flick, primarily. There's a little bit of arm, but it's not a lot. And if you get it right, it just floats right out of the hand and goes right exactly where you want it to go. If you put any, too much arm into it, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's like 20% arm, 80% wrist, and if you put more than that on it, this is where that longhorn went. It was just a little backhand to the basket. If you put more than that on it, it's gonna burn over on you for the mid-range. All right, where did I finish with that taco? Should be right up here. I see it, yep. Here's the taco. Nope. Trying to save par and didn't do it. 5 over through 5. I hope this is not a 18 over round. Alrighty. Alrighty. And I'll move on to hole 6. This is kind of, to me, a signature hole out here. Super short, but incredibly difficult. And I've got one disc player kind of behind him. Let him go through here on 6. And then we'll show off hole 6 here. Take a little break here. How's it going? Good, good. Yeah.
Just hiking for exercise.
Oh yeah.
Cool if I just
Absolutely. Yeah, you can play through if you want. Just okay.
one of those, just throw it, pick it up, throw it.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so hole 6. It's a 198-foot par 3. Straight as an arrow. A lot of headwind today off this hole, but it is incredibly wooded, as you can see. What I'm gonna want to do, I'm gonna take a putter and just try to throw it down this right side with some hyzer on it and just try to sneak it through. Take the praxis and try to get it right down this right gap is the idea. Come on, get around it. There we go. Nice, perfect. That's a perfect shot. Now, if you can throw that, well, I say perfect. That is a 90% shot. 100% would have been having that same shot, but at the very end, you want it to flare left just a little bit. Because I'm pin high, perfectly pin high on that. It's just, it didn't finish left towards the basket because it's a pretty neutral putter thrown into this headwind, so it just held straight. So that's, and you'll see here as I get down here to the putter what I mean by that. So you see here I'm pin high. It's just if it went left, if it had flared left, it'd have been under the basket. And this is a big headwind here. So all I want to do is just kind of put it right down to the basket. I'm gonna take my par. Just gonna take the par on that one. If I'd gotten closer, I'd have probably run it, but with how much wind there is coming right into my face, I did not want to risk that putter getting caught up in the headwind and fly over the basket and back into the woods. That would have been bad. So instead, we're gonna go 5 over through 6. I usually do not score well on this course, but I still come and play it because it's a fun course. I still enjoy it. It's just I don't play well on it. It takes some very technical shots to score well. You could probably hear the wind coming in here unless my wind blocker's stopping it. So this one, par 4, 464 feet. I'm gonna throw the jackalope. And so this one, the MPO guys, the big throwers, big arm guys, they'll come out here and they'll throw it out over these power lines, out over the OB, and let it cut back in deep at the basket. I don't have that distance. I don't have that ability. But that's what they'll normally do is they'll take all these trees out of it and just throw it way out over the OB and just let it crash in. I'm gonna take the jackalope and try to throw it down the middle. Get through it. There we go. That felt great. That's a good disc. That really is a good disc, and it's got that soft plastic. It's that soft alpha. It had a little flip up for me, and it flew true to what I expected. Flipped up, flew straight, and then just fell out to the left at the very end. Probably one of my best drives on this hole. It's so difficult for me to get through this little gap. This middle tree gets me all the time. And somehow that jackalope said, no problem for me. Fast as fast can be, right? Never catch me. Alrighty. How deep did we go though? Hopefully I'm on the edge. Oh, I see it. I got a lot further than I thought. I'm a good ways up here. Nice. but but I have no line on the backhand here. This has to be a forehand line. I'll take the Vodum, especially with this headwind, and I'm gonna try to just throw it on a little hyzer pop. Nope, it's going in the trees. Dang it. Good kick. Good kick. Thank you to those trees. It's not often you're going to hear that. Thanking the trees for their support. But right there, it is warranted. It felt like it was a good shot. I put it too far right. If I'd done that shot down this left line instead of the right line, I think it'd have been fine. It was just starting to immediately go right into the trees. But I can still get up and down for par. I mean, look how narrow this hole gets. Once you get down in here, it just narrows until it's like a pinhead here, or the eye of a needle you're trying to thread through. I'm gonna take the Praxis again. I'm gonna try to just putt this Praxis at it. That was awful. It's not coming off my hand well. On these touchy approaches, on throwing it, it feels great. On these touchy approach shots, it's not coming out of my hand well. There we go, much better with the pickle. Much better with the pickle. That's parked. So maybe I need to stop throwing that soft alpha, or not alpha, whatever Thought Spaces premium plastic is. I can't remember the name of it. I think Nerve is their baseline. Then let's see here. Aura, it's soft Aura plastic. Dang it. Another bogey. It's gonna be what, 6 over through 7, I think. So yeah, I might need to start throwing that pickle for approaches and putts, because I feel like it's not slipping out of my hand like that Aura is, which you would think, being soft, it wouldn't slip, but it definitely is. Or do I think it's slipping and really I'm letting it go early? Could that be the case? Very well could be. More often than not, it's most likely user error and not the disc. Alrighty, hole 8. 7 over through 8. Hole 8. 237 foot par 3 uphill. 2 lines, forehand line, backhand line. I usually go the backhand line pretty much every time. I'm gonna throw the taco. I don't think I've thrown a backhand full shot with this taco yet. So right about there. Get through the middle. Flare up. Decent, not great. I threw it too low. I'm gonna throw the Vodum. Same shot, just try to go a little bit higher with it. There we go. I hit that tree, but that was a much better shot. That might have been under the basket had I missed that tree. So, which would you rather be? Would you rather be further down the fairway, but you hit a tree and stopped it, or would you rather be shorter, wide open shot to the basket on your second shot, but it's a longer shot? You know, what would you rather do? Would you rather have the longer shot with the lower probability of making it to the basket? Or would you rather put it short in a position where you can get it up to the basket and do an easy par. Better way to say that. Would you rather have an easy par or possibility at a birdie, but lower probability of it? Because you can land here about every time. This is an easy place to land, where I am right now. All right, so I'm gonna take the pickle for this upshot. So let's see what happens. Yeah, let's take the Praxis upshot. Completely different shot. Same throw, very different flights on those two discs for that little approach. Interesting. The pickle actually had a chance of going in. Praxis never got to the basket in the air. It landed in front of it and then kind of slid back here. But it is closer. I feel like the one that the people said, or that I was told people said, was like a brick. Went further. But you know what? Everybody's a little different, right? Alrighty, hole 9. You know, what's a brick for some people is, you know, a paper airplane for others. So, get to hole 9, we're gonna take this little path behind the basket and we go this way. There's another path to the left, but you don't go that way because you could be interrupting people on hole 16. So you go this way, so you walk around the backside of 16, not right through their green. Because hole 9 and hole 17, tee pads are side by side. Different holes, but they're side by side. You'll see the first pad you come to is 17, so if you come out here, realize when you're going from 8 to 9, you will cross over 17's tee pad, and then you go to 9's pad right behind it. Alrighty. Hole number 9. I think you can see the basket through the trees from that position. Ooh, it's a little warm. It's warmer than I expected out here today. Take another slight break here. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Hole 9, 276-foot par 3. I'm gonna take this jacket off for now. This may be, now I may get too cold, but I kind of feel like I just got to deal with that. Alrighty, I'm gonna put my jacket in my bag. So, you know, I'm gonna throw for the first time today the Grackle. Alrighty. Grackle Alpha Plastic 276 par 3. This is such a wooded hole, and this is why this course is so difficult, is because it is extremely technical. You've got to thread this needle. It's a lot of needle threading out here. You need to get a loom at your house and practice sewing to hit these lines. Got it. Now flare to the basket. Skip. Yes! That's it. That was a good shot. That was a good flare shot. Alrighty. Might have to kick it into gear a little bit just to make sure I finish before the sun goes down. It is still winter and sun goes down early. I also want to finish before it gets cold. Because it's chilly, but it's not cold. I think it's like 60 degrees right now, 59, something like that. Yeah, that was a good shot. I just flared left of the basket. Alrighty, can we get our first birdie for the day? I hope so, because hole 10 is a beast. Got it, got it, got it. Don't got it. I'm just out here hitting cages. I hit cage and pole. Alrighty. I think I'm still 7 over through 9. 7 over or 6 over through 9? I went bogey on 1, double on 2, that was 3. Then I went par. Then I went bogey, so that's 4. Then I went 1. I went bogey, that's 5. Then I went par. Bogey, that's 6. Then par, par. So I'm 6 over through 9. All right. Hole 10, this is something else. I want you to see how absolutely guarded this hole is. 225-foot par 3. This is craziness. I'm going to throw the Phoenix on a forehand. Actually, I'm going to throw the Phoenix on a thumber. This is probably dumb. I'm going to try a thumber right up that left gap. Get left, now come back right. Okay, good stop. That thing was panning way left. Like, way more left than I expected it to. But it's fine. I think I should get up and down for par if I have a backhand out of this mess. I mean, it is so narrow through here. And I've parked it before. I've seen people park it. It's doable, but it is not easy. I think there's few holes on this course that are actually easy. They're all doable. They're all birdieable. But you've got to hit perfect shots. Yeah, this is not good. I'm gonna try to hit that line right there. Get left, dang it. You know what? I progressed, but I'm gonna take another bogey. I'm sure this is gonna be bogey. Unless I can somehow hit a very, very good putt to save par. Outside circle. All right. The pickle came in clutch. Gotta squeeze the juice out of it. Alrighty. So 6 over through 10. Hole 11. So 11 is a weird one. I would usually throw a very overstable mid-range, something like a MD5, a Swarm, Buzz OS, you know, something along those lines, something just super stable. A Nord, but I don't have any of those in the bag. You know what? I'm gonna believe in it, and I'm gonna throw the taco on that flex forehand line, and I'm gonna trust it. If it holds, wow. That was so close to being perfect. It just didn't hold. At the very end, it fell out. That was nice though. I'm liking that taco. Like, I've only thrown it a few times, but every time I've thrown it, it did exactly what I wanted. So I can't be upset with it. I'm just a little right of the basket, so I'm gonna take a birdie putt here. This will be a long birdie putt, but hopefully I'm not in the middle of these stumps. Oh, yes, I am pin high. Perfect. I should have a shot right down the path. Alrighty. Can we take one of these strokes off? Circle's edge. Straddle this way so I'm not uneven, like I talked about in the last video, so I'm not off kilter. The entire way, I thought I was going dead center of that basket. I thought I was dead center chains. And instead, another par. That's what, 3 birdies I think that I've messed up that time today. Alrighty. Hole 12. This is my nemesis hole. I've taken a 10 on this hole before. I love and hate this hole. 720 foot par 5. They do have a short basket on this one if you want to either play this as a short hole or make it a 19 hole course. You can do that. I'm not going to. I'm going to the long basket. Par 5, 720 feet. Longhorn on the forehand. Okay, now it all comes down to this second shot. First shot's not the hard one. The first shot's pretty dang easy. It's the second shot. That longhorn felt really good too. I'm kind of liking that, especially on that forehand. First I thought it was going to flip over too much and hit this tree on the left, which would have been nuts. That's something I rarely do, is flip a forehand over, you know, like that. But very beautiful flight on it. I'm liking that longhorn a lot. The longhorn, the taco, the salamander. So far I'm liking these discs. I need to work with that praxis some more. So far I'm liking the pickle. It's a little finicky on the putts, but I'm liking it. So that's the short basket right there. As you can see, just completely covered in trees. But, I mean, look at this. There's nothing. And the basket's way back there. Only thing I really have here, I'm gonna take the Votum and I'm just gonna try to go high and wide on a big hyzer and let it come back. I might even go high. I'm just gonna go low and a lot of hyzer right up that this kind of right lane here, and hopefully it's gonna skip back towards the fairway, because there's nothing this way. I've got nothing. That's why this hole is so difficult. It's just first shot. All right. Get left quick, quick. God. That was nice. That was a good shot. It just held straight too long. I mean, I can't complain about a disc that held straight too long, right? Like, I kept waiting for it to, hyzer, considering I threw it on like a 45-degree angle. And it was just holding straight like this. No left turn on it at all. And now I'm stuck up in this crap. Oh, man. I gotta make something happen here. I'm gonna be taking a huge number again. Alright. And I'm way deep in this stuff. I've got to go around to get into it. There's nothing here. Get right. Good Lord. Like, I don't know what's going on today, but I'm throwing these way further than I expect. Like I say, I can't be mad at it because I'm throwing the discs well. They're just going way deeper than I expect. I mean, that was a Phoenix. And if you've never thrown a Phoenix, they're stable. They're really stable. And that thing just went straight as an arrow. Now, granted, right here, massive headwind. I couldn't feel that headwind back there. Right here is ripping. Okay. Oh, man. Not good at all. But you know what? I'm gonna try something. What better place to try it? Taco forehand roller. I'm gonna try to just snap it down and see if I can get it up towards the basket. Oh, no. Ugh. Did you see that? It hit the ground and folded. I might need to check that and see it. I wonder if that's a soft taco. Like, I wonder if that's soft alpha plastic. And I just didn't realize it. Because when that thing hit the ground, it folded. It folded and kicked straight right. I think if that had been a hard plastic, like if that had been DX plastic or something like that, I think that would have been fine. Oh, where did I go? Did I at least get like into a clearing? Yep. Well, no, but I see it. I see it. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for par. If I can somehow throw this in through the woods, save my par. And this is all briars, of course. Of course it's all briars. I haven't seen one briar right here today until I get over here. And now I'm covered in them. Only thing I can do is just toss it out. I can't even do that. Oh boy. Can't even do that right. You know what? I chose to come out here today and do a video. I deserve it. I deserve it. That about went in. That almost fell in the basket. Another double bogey. Right? Because that was for par to there, that was for bogey right there. Or, yeah, that was for bogey. Because it was par out of the woods. And then bogey to there. Such a difficult hole. All right, now I want you to see this. I'm going to turn the camera around from the basket and show you what it looks like coming into the basket from the tee box. Yeah, that's what this hole is. All right, moving on to hole 13. So unfortunately, that's what, 8 over through 12. This is a rough day. And they do have these nice signs up here that show you where to go. So, 13's this way. 13's a fun hole. I enjoy it. It's another one that's not easy. If you can get off the tee pad and get up in the fairway, it's easy. It's getting off the tee pad that's difficult. So let's see here. Hole 13, 486 foot par 4. I'm going to throw the jackalope. And I'm going to try to get it just straight up the middle. That's all I want to do here. Get left. Don't hit that tree. Thank you. Perfect. All right. That's where you want to get if you're trying to par this hole or even birdie it. I like that jackalope. Alrighty. That should be dead center of the fairway. This is a beautiful hole. It's a par 4. Beautiful par 4. Nice long, soft hyzer all the way to a gap where you can stop, sit. If you can get left, more left where I am, you have a nice, beautiful forehand into the basket for your birdie. This might be my best drive I ever had on this hole. And during the summer, you can't see that basket. It's so overgrown from here. Alrighty, what am I gonna do here? Honestly, I think my best play is to try to blast something down this right line and hope I get through the trees. And if I don't, just lay something up for par. So I'm gonna take the taco. Yeah, this is soft SAP, soft alpha plastic. That's why it folded on me. Now I know why. Not to throw this on a forehand roller because it's just gonna fold. Okay, ooh, I'm glad I saw that. I'd have broke my ankles on that stump right there. Ooh, I don't have a good walk up here. You know what? This is gonna be a foot fault. Get through it. Get through it. Almost. All right. I got a guy behind me I just saw. So let's get out of the way here. Let him come through. I was not going to risk breaking my ankle for a casual round out here. So I went a little bit left of the disc, but same line I had to hit, and almost got it. Almost got it. All right, I'm gonna do the practice. I'm gonna stick with it and just try to throw this up to the basket. That was awful. That was awful. All right, let's go. Let's get going. Ah, there goes my par. It just held straight. So I'm just gonna start throwing the taco from now on all of my approach shots. Not the taco, the pickle. I'll throw the pickle from now on. And I'm behind the tree, so you gotta be kidding me, man. You've gotta be kidding me. That disc just lifted like that. That was not me, that was the disc. The wind. That was the wind. Saved the bogey at least. That's what, 9 through 13? Alrighty. All because I chose the wrong disc to approach with.
Yeah.
Alrighty. On to hole 14. Hole 14, par 3, 342 feet. This is a good par 3. I'm going to take the grackle and try to go up this right gap and just try to get it somewhere inside like 100, 120 feet is the goal here. Fight. Ooh, I just did miss that tree. I think I barely caught it. I think I just barely nicked it. All right. But it still pushed forward, which is good. How far did I push? Did I get up into the opening? If I got to the opening, that's amazing. Okay, I did. Nice. Pushed a little bit more left than I wanted, but it is fine. All right, so this is going to be a taco on a forehand. Just a little flick. All right, that should be a putt for par. So I will say I am kind of, I like the pickle. I don't know if it's going to replace my recos, but I might just need more time with it. But I'll tell you, the recos felt perfect right out right out the bag. I mean, right out, from the jump. But they definitely feel like they have some cement to them. They kind of drop at the end. Like when I put them nice and flat and they're going towards the basket, as soon as it starts to lose a little bit of speed, it drops. It doesn't glide down, it just falls. So I definitely see what they're talking about with that. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you do have to just be aware of it. All right, hole 15, par 3, 342 feet. Big dog leg here. I'm gonna take the Votum and try to throw this right down the middle. Yes. Yes. Little nose up, but that's perfect. That looked perfect. Oh, that's dead center of the fairway. 2 fairways here. You can go this inside gap, or there's a wide outside gap if you have big power. You can push it wide and it'll crashes right in at the basket. But you need like 400, 420 foot of power for that, which, as we all know, I do not have. All right. I'm gonna take the pickle for this approach. Yes. Yeah. Definitely, for me, do not use the Praxis for an approach. It's a good, very good distance putter, driving putter. Not so much for an approach. In that plastic, at least. The Nerf plastic could be better, as an approach disc. But for me, it is not a touchy disc. Or maybe I should say it's too touchy. It's not a good disc to throw for touch. That might be a better way of saying it. Hole 16, you come back through the woods here. We're going to cross back over the trail that went from 13 to 14. And go back up past 14's tee pad. And continue on down the trail. Signage up here on this tree showing you which way to go. Now, I will give a warning on this course. If you're out here in the spring or summertime, bring bug spray. There are lots and lots of tiny little bugs that get into your socks and make you itch. So bring lots of bug spray if you're coming out here in the spring or summer. I don't think I've seen many ticks out here. I may have seen 1, maybe 2, but for the most part, ticks aren't the issue. It's the itchy bugs. Hole 16, 321 foot par 3. I'm gonna throw the grackle. All right. Got it. Push, push. Caught a late tree branch. Kind of shot it down, but that was a good shot. Not a bad shot at all. not a bad shot at all. This is a beautiful hole as well. Like, it's one where once you get past that tree I just walked by, you know, you're okay. If you don't get past that tree, most of the time I wind up wide right or wide left into the thickest woods imaginable. Especially during the spring and summer when it's overgrown out here. Alrighty, so yeah, took some power off of this one because of that tree limb I hit. But we have absolutely nothing as far as a line to the basket. Maybe I can put this on an anhyzer. There we go. Oh, yes. That's my best anhyzer approach ever. And that was with the pickle. That was with the pickle. All right. Anytime I can save a par on this hole, I'm happy. What was that? I think I'm 8 over. This should be 8 over through 16. Oh no. God. My mind was wandering on that. 9 over through 16 because my mind was wandering. I didn't focus. Oh, good gosh. I'm thinking about other stuff at the same time I'm trying to play. I mean, this was... Should have never missed that putt. What you just saw here, friends, was an implosion of a kind plenty before seen on this same channel. That's the kind of implosion I would expect in a tournament, not in a casual round. But like I say, just make sure you clear your mind before you putt. Don't be sitting there thinking about other things when you're trying to play. All right, hole 17, 479 foot par 4. This is, it goes straight down the hill and then it's going to cut back very deep, very uphill. But this is the fairway, the basket is over there. So this is a very massive dog leg. My goal is to throw it down this right gap, crash it in, hopefully by those logs in the middle. That's the goal. Got it. Get left. Get left. Come on, Bodum. Man, that thing is much more straighter than I expected. Which is not a bad thing. It's just you got to know it. I mean, that's a 7403, I think. And I mean, it might as well have been a FD. Now, granted, as I'm walking down this hill, I can feel the headwind coming in again. So the headwind could have kept it straight. But I think I'm cut off. I don't think I'm gonna have a good line to the basket on this second shot. I'm pretty sure I'm cut off on the right side. Because what I needed was for it to cut in pretty hard about this stump I'm coming up to, and then cut hard left and land right there. That's where I wanted. Instead, I'm back here and yeah, it's fairly cut off. But you know what? We'll try to make something happen. I'm gonna throw the salamander. I have no run up here really because of this tree. I'm gonna try the salamander on a bit of an anhyzer up that left side. Oh, I hit a late tree, but I'm happy. That flew exactly like I wanted it to. I just hit a tree I couldn't see. So I can't be upset with that, right? I threw it exactly like I wanted. There's a good number of people out here playing, which is awesome. Tuesday afternoon, I'm assuming other people saw how nice the weather was on a January day. I was just like, we're gonna go play. The biggest question though is where did my disc go? Because I didn't see it. Oh, okay, it fell straight down. And I have no shot here at birdie. Completely covered up in trees. Only thing I can do, take the pickle, try to spike it in to the basket. Nope. A little too inside. Perfect shot though. Perfect distance, just wrong line. Very happy with that shot. Easy par. So I think I'm what, 8 through 17? And hole 5 I have a chance at birdie. It's gonna all depend on the tee shot. But yeah. Or no, I went 9 over, didn't I, on hole 16? I think I went 9 over there, so 9 over through 17. So once you finish 17, you're gonna come up here to the walking path, and you're gonna go right, like the sign tells us to. And the other sign tells us to. And we're coming up here, walking towards the soccer field. All right, so hole 18 should be a par 5. And oh no, they changed it to a 4. I think most tournaments they play this as a 5. 681 foot par 4. That's crazy to me. This is a par 4. Like when you actually play the hole, that's a bit ridiculous, honestly. I'm gonna play it as a 5. This is an MA3 all day long. This hole is not a 4 for MA3, but we'll see what happens. It goes right, then left, way down, then cuts back to the right again. Multiple direction changes. Got it. Get left, get left, get left. Get off that tree. Okay, maybe if I have a run up for my second shot, that might be doable. That was the jackalope I threw. Shot felt great. That jackalope was just straight as an arrow, which is very good to find. I like finding a disc that I can kind of trust to go straight. I'm not going to have a run up, unfortunately. I should have a standstill. So as you can see, this goes still hyzer all the way down to the bottom, and then it cuts back hard right. So that's why I'm saying this is more like a par 5, because you got to have so many different direction changes on this hole. I'm gonna throw the taco. gonna try to hit that gap. Get left. There we go. Got it. Flare. I hit a stump or something, but it didn't flare as far as I wanted it to, but it did have the finish that I was hoping for. Just not quite as far. Alrighty. So I'll play it as the 4. I'll play it as it was on the sign. But I highly disagree with that assessment that it's a par 4. I mean, that's insane. To think that you're expected to be anywhere near the basket in 2 to get your birdie. Now, don't get me wrong, for MPO, sure, those guys will probably be there in 2. But for most people playing disc golf, this is not a par 4. The vast majority of disc golf players are not playing this as a par 4. All right. So I'm gonna throw the pickle. I'm just gonna try to blast it through there because I have no other option. Blast it through this thick of trees here. Get around it. All right, I got a putt for par. I have a putt for par. Can we keep it at 9 over through 18? Half bogeys, average. This is such a difficult putt too, because the basket is on the crest of a hill. So if you miss it, it could roll way, way away. Or do I just lay it up, take my bogey, and go at 10 over? I think we all know the answer to that. Oh, I'm putting with that same disc. We did not come here to lay up, right? Try not to take myself out here on these loose rocks. This is great, putting from loose rocks on the side of a hill, trying to save par. Nope, sit. Okay, I'll be 10 over. There we go. I was waiting for any of those rocks to start rolling, sliding on me. Alrighty, so we're gonna finish 10 over through 18. Not my best showing at least, but hopefully it at least gave you a look at the course if you've never seen it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it got you interested in coming out here and checking out Garden Grove in Pleasant Garden. And it is here at the municipal building. So it's got very nice parking, very nice walking paths. So it's a nice facility to come out to and check out. But hopefully you enjoyed seeing the mint discs, how they flew. I definitely liked some of them for sure. And if you're interested in getting any of those, go check out yeetstreet.com or check out the store in Mooresville. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Catch you again next time.